Welcome to another episode of Philly2Detroit Boxing Podcast. Today we got a very special guest on. We got Devin, BabyBoy Price. What's going on, Dev?
What's up, bro? What's up?
Nothing much, dog. We appreciate you for coming on, dog. Like I said, we've been hip to you for quite a while now, so it's cool being able to talk to you, over this live stream and whatnot. But I guess we want to get started with what got you into boxing? What really started the journey?
My dad was a professional boxer. Old head. My big brother is a boxer, and he's six years older than me. So it was like I was born into it. Like,
right.
As long as I can remember, I was in the gym. So.
Right. And then what was your amateur career like?
In the amateurs, I'm not gonna lie. Like everybody don't know, cause I never really liked the amateurs. Right. I hated it. I ain't gonna lie. It was crazy, but I was a national champion. I was ranked number 1 in the country 2 times. I was always pretty good in boxing. Like I said, I never had the love for it in the amateurs. I was maybe about like 60 and 15 or something like that. But like my accolades, I probably should have had way more accolades than I had, but I never had the love for it, honestly.
Right.
Was it because of your fighting style?
That's what I was gonna ask too.
Yeah, that was it. The way I fight, it was never, the judges never liked to see how I fought people, and I would be beating people up and then not get the decision sometimes at the national level. So it was really frustrating, and I stayed to myself. Like I just never really liked it. Going to the tournaments and stuff, I never really liked it.
Right. Right. Was it more so like I know Gio kind of mentioned your style, but was it the pace? I know a lot of people just don't like the pace of the amateurs. It's too fast for a lot of people. You just kind of trying to brawl for the most part.
Yeah, with his style, that's a good observation. With his style, he's very patient. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have to throw a lot of punches and he can still beat you. And he did that with a lot of guys. Like the local talent. What's my bro that's from Philadelphia? Giovanni.
Yeah, yes sir.
Giovanni. Like it was like a lot of top guys in Philly that was winning nationals and multiple national champions and Dev beat all of them. Every last one of them. And when we get like to the national level, sometimes we win, sometimes we don't. But when he was motivated to do it, the guys that are fighting for 3 years, fighting in nationals and world titles, they on 3-year win streaks. Oh, but Dad beat him twice. You know what I'm saying? So when he wanted to do it, he could do it. And I'm going to tell you, I'll say probably, and then I'm going to be quiet right after that. But probably another thing was me and Dev wasn't as close as we are now then. So spending a lot of time with this guy barking, and I didn't know for him that didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm treating him like I treat all my kids. So we didn't learn that till later on, that it was a lot of tension there, and we just didn't realize it. So when it came to the amateurs, that's one of the reasons you got to go on trips for a week at end with somebody you don't really want to be with.
Yeah.
How you think your output is going to be at that point?
No, definitely.
So that's real talk, and that just go to show everything that glitter is not gold. We not finished products, not by a long shot.
Definitely. Okay. I'm just starting to shape into myself. I feel like I plan to get better and better. It's nothing but the beginning.
Quick question: are you guys from Philadelphia or from Jersey?
I'm in between. I live so all my family is from Philly. I grew up training in Philly, so like my boxing roots is all from Philly. But I always lived in Jersey. My parents always kept me in Jersey. They didn't want me in that environment, so I was back and forth.
Definitely the right choice. That's where I'm at.
Right.
That's where I'm
Still all love for everybody in the city and stuff like that. My parents just kept me out of it.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about your team, like your coaches and trainers and whatnot? Who's getting you really ready? Like who the guys behind the scenes getting you ready for action?
Just the man behind the scenes all the time. My dad handle everything, but my dad is my head coach. But recently, my making my debut, me and my brother, we trained with Nonito Donaire.
And he's officially the head coach. Nonito Donaire.
Legend. That's a legend right there. So
Man, that's crazy.
He's
How
definitely
did
a
that
legend.
come about?
I'm sorry, what was that?
No, I was saying, how did that Nito Donaire opportunity came about?
It happened at the one of the conventions, right?
The craziest thing, yep. At the
Yeah,
convention.
we was at I think WBO
I never
convention.
saw.
That's big game.
It was at the WBO convention in Puerto Rico, and he was down there. And then Dill just was like talk to him, getting some advice from him because he a world champion in his division. And
That's really not how it happened.
that's not how
Tell
it
how
happened.
it really happened.
He said it's not.
No, tell you how it really happened.
He knew the story better
Yeah,
than
give
me.
him the long story.
We came down there. We was doing our thing. We seen Nonito there, and I wanted Dill to go take a picture. Well, he and Dill wait. Dill didn't want to do it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Remember all that?
Yeah,
He
I
didn't want to
forgot
have
about
nothing to do with him. He in my wait. Why would I take a picture with him? I said he's a legend. Take a picture with him. We took a picture with him. He turned around and he started talking, and he started telling us things. He said, I don't know why I'm telling you these things. He said, you must have been praying for it. He said, because that's what happens. When people want to hear something, I got to tell them. And he just started talking and talking. And then we went out to dinner. And guess who was at dinner? He was at dinner. So it was like, all right, you come sit with us. So we start talking and talking and talking some more. And that's how the relationship developed, just by a chance meeting at the WBO convention, and we just clicked, and it's been good ever since.
Right, and that's crazy. That's a legend. You know what I mean? That's not just like no regular boxer. You know what I mean? So for it to just kind of happen organically like that, that's you know what I mean. That's always the best way to go. And you could tell that relationship gonna just keep growing and growing and growing because, like I said, it happened organically. You didn't have to force it.
Right. No, for sure. Yeah, it's all love for Coach Nonito, Rachel, his wife, Mr. Jerry. They great people. And the stuff they taught us in like 4 weeks it's crazy. Like that's some of the best things I ever learned in boxing. So it's great, and we got plenty of time to work with them. That's why I said this ain't nothing but the start of my career. I plan to go real far, keep growing, keep learning, because he got so much wisdom, being so experienced and so successful in the sport. So it's just like it's great to have him in the corner.
Definitely.
I say coming up from Philly, who were some of the best guys you was in the ring with in Philadelphia that's from Philly?
Juan Rivera, Lil Johnny. I fought Johnny. Johnny beat me though.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, Johnny beat me.
He ain't never beat Johnny though.
Nah, Johnny was one of the few people I never beat. We only fought once though, but we fought.
They sparred 100 times.
Yeah,
though.
me and Johnny.
He was trying to get that win back ever since.
Yeah. we was each other #1 sparring partner for a minute.
Right.
But I shared the ring with Johnny. He beat me. You know Cornelio Phillips. That's his last name.
Yeah. Chada. He turning pro too.
Oh, for real, that's what's up. But he Chada. He went on a crazy winning streak. He maybe had like 5 years. He ain't even lose. But we fought 3 times. I beat him twice. He beat me once.
What's the other national champion? Trained down Bosie's with
Dennis Thompson, DJ.
Thompson. He's a junior Olympic champion.
Yep.
So I mean, he's top of the line.
And guys from Maryland. And all love to all the fighters. They are great fighters and stuff. But it's like that's what I said in the amateurs. In the local shows I had more dedication because I don't gotta go away for a week with a bunch of people I'm not normally surrounded by. So I was more dedicated. I was more dedicated to a regular club show. I wasn't gonna let nobody beat me in the club show. It's only a few times that I took an L in them. So I could fight the best of the best of the best, and I always came on top.
So now we gotta play fair, play devil's advocate. That's why they couldn't. I was a officer with our LBC, so they said he beat everybody here, but he don't win all the time national. It must be that the judges just favor him because he's Dave Price's son. But that wasn't it. He didn't want to go to those places, and you know, it may look like that, but when like you said, when he home and he could train, he stay around his family. it was a different story.
Yeah, that was if you ever hear it was the LBC or stuff like that, that's never the case. Pull up the tapes.
But say, do you feel like coming up in Philly gyms like help you to be where you're at now? Because Philly one of those fighting cities. You know, it's not really fighting cities. It's like Las Vegas and Philadelphia and Cleveland, Ohio. You know, one of them situations. So coming up in one of those cities, you definitely gotta be prepared going into any gym.
And we didn't just I didn't just have them like in one set location. Like, okay, every day we go to Mitch Allen gym. No, you go into hostile territories. Tell me what was we going Schuler's. Schuler was real hostile.
Bosey's.
I think the most hostile gym was Bosey's.
I've been in all the
I'm gonna tell we gonna tell the world something. When we came down there one time when Dill was sparring, and all the guys that I know and was cool with, it was like a Russian just came in against the United States, because it was like, no, we don't really, you know what I'm saying, what's up, that's it. And we learned something from that. Those little things can drain your energy. That can pull you down because it feel like people not accepting whatever, that hostility. So you got to learn to deal with that. Like a Devin Haney, I love Will and them because, and then I'm gonna be quiet right here, because Will took his son. We see the shined up Devin. Will took his son to Mexico. He was fighting in alleys, and you know what I'm saying. Mexicans are not rooting for no black man to win in Mexico under any circumstance. So he took him to all those places. So that's why when he had to go fight for a world championship
Australia,
so what? That's what I'm used to. I thrive in that environment. So that's kind of like what I was trying to create for them too. The same thing. We go into those hostile places. We very rarely. We just started sparring at home because it was like, all right, we don't have to run to everybody no more. But it was we went everywhere. But I would say Bosey's was the one that was the most that hostile gym. But we were always, but they wasn't hostile with aggressiveness. It was more. We was always getting ready to fight down shoulders. Me and Chip, it wasn't about boxing no more. You know what I'm saying? No, we would go there because Chip one of them people. He'd go there and I go there, but it's all love. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Dill and Sheen was around the same size. And then remember that time they put you in that fight against the board that was like 2-3 divisions ahead of you. And they had just had him go spar on Saturday, and they said they needed somebody for their show. Remember that?
I remember that, and that was my first belt. Yeah.
What happened? He was. And I told him, yo, look, the only way we're gonna do this is if the kid work with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you. My son just sparred. I know he know how to take care of himself, but you know, don't let the boy go crazy. That ball came out the first round. Who did that got us? But tell him what happened, Dan.
Yeah, I don't even remember it all the way. I remember I tagged him up because a lot of people that was when I first started getting respect.
There, Steve Cunningham was there, and they love us. They straight Schuler, but they were still cheering you on.
Yeah,
and that showed me a lot right there.
That's another thing, real quick, with me. A difference between me and my brother. I was in his shadow, which was natural because I'm the younger brother. And not only that, they looked at my brother as he's straight from Philly. And then they looked at me like I was Jersey and I would come over to Philly. But so I my dad used to always have to tell me, you gonna have to fight and show him it's no sweetness in you. So I used to have to be going extra hard to prove like, come on, like it's not sweet over here. So my experience was different from that. So that's where I was gaining my respect. Once I started winning and Philly a lot and all that, then that's where I kind of built my name. I became from Dylan little brother to Devin.
Establishing your own,
Right, exactly.
And then, like, bro, like you 2-0 now as a pro. What has the preparation been like from going from amateur where you really didn't really enjoy it? Now you're a professional. What has the preparation differences been like? You know, just from the, I guess, just the you know what I mean, just the amateur and professional standpoint. What's the differences for you?
The first thing I could say is I'm so much more dedicated. Like, I don't want to cheat myself at all, because I got big plans for what I'm doing. so I take it very seriously. I work way harder than I would in the amateurs. It's like it's a lot more work that I do because I want to excel in it. In the amateurs, I did it just to do it, honestly. Like, I liked fighting, but like I said, I just didn't like the amateurs. So I would be there. I would halfway train sometimes, and then I get those results. But in the pros, since my first fight, it just was like, I fell all back in love with the sport again.
All right, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And then
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Oh, you young. Oh, dang, I ain't
yeah,
know
you
you
got
that young.
time. Yeah, you got time. You got hella time.
Graduate from high school in about another week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, congrats. Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah.
No, that's
But I say
dope.
coming up in the amateur system, it wasn't no promoters reaching out to you and your brothers when y'all was coming up.
See, my
'Cause
brother,
y'all got
that's what
pretty
I'm
big
saying.
names.
My brother, he had a really big name. My brother was a 7-time national champion. He was on the USA team 2 years. So his name was a lot more. He got a lot more accolades than me in the amateurs. So when he came out, he signed to Mayweather Promotions.
He did,
And
son. I definitely did.
yeah, I think he was with Mayweather for 3 years, and then we went independent. But me, it was more, I mean, like, I had to I got to make my name. So, and that's fine with me. Cause I ain't gonna lie, that's when I work best. When people doubt me, that's when I'm at my top tier. Like, that's the best dev you ever gonna see. I love proving people wrong. Yeah.
So I guess going back to your brother, like, what is it like having a brother that fights as well, and like, how do y'all push each other, make each other better? I know
It's
you said he's a little bit older as well, but
yeah, it's super motivating for me because, like I said, I don't never want to live in nobody's shadow. So
right.
I'm a live in the shadow if I can't fight or if people think I can't fight and I'm not performing how I'm supposed to. So it make me want to work extra hard. Like, I gotta push and eventually I want to be better than them, be bigger than them. But so it's motivation for both of us. It make us want it more.
And then who are some guys like you like to just watch and study and get some game from? That's kind of like, see what they do, kind of like tweak up your skills a little bit. Who are some guys you like to watch a little bit?
Fighters that I like to watch. I like Earl Spence. Earl Spence probably my favorite fighter. Earl Spence and Tank. Tank's super exciting, so everybody loves Tank.
Yeah.
But I like Earl's style. I like how he be breaking everybody down. Earl Spence, Tank. I like the Charlo twins. Nonito Donaire. My brother, of course.
I'm sorry, guys. I gotta make a run. But if y'all excuse me, I think Dev got it from here. But it was nice meeting Giovanni
Nice
and
meeting you too.
TJ.
All right,
Yep.
TJ. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, OG,
All
for
right,
sure.
OG.
Thank you for
Thank you.
being
I look
on.
forward. Let us know when you put it up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. So yeah, those are some of the guys I like to watch. I just
And that
go
no,
ahead,
go
finish.
ahead, man.
All right. Yeah, I just start keep it being like I'm not even gonna lie. When I say I didn't like boxing, I really just didn't like boxing. I just start watching boxing again, like maybe like a year ago. I watched the top fights, but as of maybe like since December, I start watching if a fight card is on, it look pretty good. Even if it's not the tip top guys, I watch it just to learn, see how they move around, the veterans and stuff like that.
Right. Do you think that was more so because you were around it so much you didn't really love it as much because you've been doing it all your life? So is it
Right.
kind of like that? You didn't want to run and watch it because I do it every day. Is that kind of like a thing?
That might have been it. And it was like, I don't know. I keep saying it, but I just really didn't like it, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. The main reason, honestly, why I kept doing boxing when I was younger, I always wanted to make my dad proud.
Right.
And I knew it would make my dad proud, so I kept boxing. But like I played football, I tried basketball. I was pretty good at football, but I tried basketball, I was just all right. But boxing was the only thing I stuck with. I was always good at it. So I don't know.
And do you think you're at that point now where it's like it's not so much about making your dad proud now? Now it's like really what you want to do
Right.
now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you can see if you know me, you can see the difference. Like how I train, how I'm fighting now. It's not. before my dad used to always tell me, you gotta want it more than I want it. Like I can't want it for you. And that's how it always was. I didn't care. I just wanted to fight, win a couple fights, make my dad proud. So
do you feel like sometimes when you got in the ring, the fact that you had a big brother with a name, that sometimes they sparred you a little harder just to say like I beat up Dylan Price's little brother?
Definitely. And especially once because we both during COVID, Dill was posting videos every day, and we would go viral with some of our videos together. So then when we would spar at the COVID, like it'll be people. Sometimes they be bigger than me, or they might be a pro and they supposed to be working with me, and yeah, they'll try to turn up a little bit. But it was nothing. It was never nothing where I couldn't stand my ground. But yeah, for sure, it happened a couple times.
All right, and that at what? Because you're 18 now, so at what age did you really kind of talk to yourself and was just like, yeah, like this how I'm gonna feed myself, this how I'm gonna live life, like this how I'm gonna feed my family and myself for the future?
To be honest, bro, had to have been like late 17.
So recently, probably like 6 months ago or some shit.
Not even. It had to have been like maybe I want to say like October or November, because that's when my pop told me I could turn pro. I was trying to turn pro since last year. I'm gonna tell you what happened. So I came off a tournament. I took a bad loss. I was cutting weight real bad and I ain't do good. So then, like I said, when I feel doubted, that's when I do my best. So I had the silver glove. I qualified for the silver glove nationals. I beat a real tough guy. He like a 3-time national champion, Eric Martinez. Shout out to him. I beat him at in Philly to go to the regionals. Then I beat somebody from Ohio to go to the nationals. So I qualified. I was coming off a loss. So I was training super hard. Like I'm like, y'all not about to count me out. So then I went to Kansas City for the Silver Glove Nationals. And the first night I had a guy, he won the Silver Glove Nationals like 3 times. And I beat him pretty clearly. I beat him pretty good. And then the second night I had a kid I think he's from Kansas City. And I just outboxed him. Like I'm talking about check hooks, just jabbing him. He couldn't touch me. And then like they announced his name at the decision and I just snapped. I ain't gonna lie, I had a fit. And I called my dad. I told him, I said, I'm done with this. I can't do the amateurs no more.
Yeah.
It's crazy though. Everybody got a story like that though. Like Boost got a story when Boost said he was trying to turn pro. He was like 16. He didn't want to stay in the amateurs.
Right.
Tiger Johnson felt that way at one point. He got an interview where he was trying to turn pro. I don't know. It seemed like, to be honest, fighters with y'all style that y'all don't want to rush y'all joint. Y'all like to see what's in front of y'all. Y'all like to set up things. People that fight like that kind of ain't really like the amateur system.
Bro, the amateur system, I'm not even gonna lie, especially as of like the past maybe 5 years, all they want to see is punches being thrown.
That's it, bro. Just punches.
All you want to see is this. Like that's not my style, and I couldn't. My pop tried to give me a more successful amateur styles where I was throwing more punches, and I just couldn't do it. It's not me, so it wasn't working. I'm like, I don't want to keep doing it. I'm doing good, beating the person, and then don't get it because they throwing more punches than me. Like, it ain't make more sense. So
no, I ain't gonna lie. That's why I was kind of surprised when when Zay Quimonez beat Kermel. I was actually kind of surprised that they counted his boxing.
I ain't see that fight. I seen the decision though. It was crazy.
Yeah, I was actually surprised because Zay Quinn, he was the one, like I said, he was just doing check left hooks, countering him, moving around. You know how Kermel fight naturally aggressive.
Right.
So I was actually surprised when the judges actually counted his Zay Quinn boxing ability, like outboxing him.
Right. Yeah, you gotta be super sharp with the boxing because they don't. And the amateurs, 9 times out of 10, even if like you said, if he check hooking them, that's a surprise. I didn't see that fight, so I didn't know how it went. But if you check hooking somebody and the other person keep applying pressure and it look like they trying to hit you, they're gonna get the win. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, that fight was kind of crazy, but like you said, Zay Quinn did pretty well though. Even with the patient style, he won the first round pretty clearly. Every judge gave him the round. Second round, he won that like 3-2. Then the last round, he lost, but he already knew he won. You know what I mean? So it was just whatever at that point.
No, that's what's up.
And then, bro, at your weight class, like who are some guys, or who do you think the best guys are at your weight class that you might have to see one day?
Probably the shoot. I'm in the pack division. So Tank, Devin,
Yeah.
Shakur. I got all them guys. But honestly, realistically though, I'm really not even a 135 pounder. I was talking to my dad about that like a couple of days ago. I'm a 130 pounder, so I'm not even gonna say that. One of my big bros, Lamont Roach, you know who that is?
Yeah.
Yep. Coach Mont, Jordan Roach, shout out all them. He's 130. I would never want to fight him, but he's 130. He about to fight, I think Hector Luis Garcia for the title at
Mhm.
130. But yeah, I don't know too many guys at 130 right now.
Oh, all right. So you fighting at? Is you like working your way to the 130 pound division?
Yeah, to be honest, I be trying to fight at 130 for my fights, but for both of my fights, it's been super hard getting an opponent.
Right.
So I've been moving up to 140. I'm not a 140 pounder. My last fight, I didn't even cut weight. And I weighed in 138 to weigh in. I was like, that's why I said I want to get a fight at 130 because that's my natural weight. I want to see if I'm stronger there. But yeah, I just had to, like, my first fight was at 140. My second fight was at 140, but 130 pounder. So
Right. Still cooking though. That's all right. Shit.
yeah.
But what I'm gonna say?
So
Go ahead, bro.
no, I was gonna say, being at 130, is there any guys that you see yourself fighting in the that you was fighting in the amateurs? Because you know how you see guys like Shakur,
Right.
Devin Haney, and Ryan, and it's like they almost was destined. Everybody was destined to be at the point they're at right now. Like we all was going to eventually have to see each other one day, eventually down the road. Is there anybody you see like that? Like probably in 3-4 years, I'm probably gonna have to see you down the road on my road to the top.
It's crazy. I be thinking about that all the time. Cause I be seeing like with Ryan and Devin, like they done fought 3-4 times in the
Because they've
amateurs.
been around each other so long. It's like everybody people been knew that these days was going to come all the way back then.
Right.
Right.
No, for sure. I can't think of no names off the top of my head, but like I don't know. I know I'm gonna see some of the guys. Like it's not gonna be. I know I'm gonna see somebody from the amateurs that I feel like, oh yeah, we fought once or twice, and then I'm gonna see them in the pros for sure. I'll be thinking about that. Like it's crazy because we're gonna be world champions and we the next generation upcoming. So the Tanks and the Ryans and the Devin Haneys, that's gonna be me in the class that I was in about 5 years. So
No, definitely. And when you look at other guys, do you look at their age? Because like I always felt like if I was a boxer in your position, I would look at people's age and who I'm gonna like, basically who on the same trajectory as me.
right.
So let's just say I was 18, like so I'm fighting at 135. I would
Mm-hmm.
look like Abdullah Mason because he 18, 19.
Oh
So I would be
right.
like, I'm probably going to have to catch him eventually down the line. We going or
Right.
anybody else that's around or like Emmanuel what's the Vargas the youngest Vargas brother.
Yeah, what's his not
Emiliano.
Emiliano?
Yeah, Miliano. Like I
Yeah.
would look at guys like that. Like we were around the same age, so we
Right.
probably like we gonna be in our era when Shakur and all them out when
Right.
they getting out their prime.
Right. No, and that's the other thing with me and my brother, honestly. My brother even more. But I never like with the boxers coming up and stuff, I never really related to them. So I don't even be knowing a lot of them. Unless we fought or
Right.
no problem. It's just I always stayed to myself because like I said, I didn't want to be there most of the time. So I just
Right.
a lot of people I don't even be knowing like that.
Right.
Yeah, I
Right.
just
Unless
You
you
say
like
you
full.
say it again.
no, I was gonna say, would you say you got like a stay to yourself personality?
Honestly, no. I'm outgoing. I'm a class clown. I play all the time around people that I love and I know though. So
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have no friends. Like it's a couple people like from Philly, like Moo. I can't think of his real name, but we grew up. That was my first sparring partner. But
You
that's
know
one of my
people like Rasheem Jefferson and C4
yeah. I like them.
and them
I like
guys.
Sheen. I like Aqua. They cool peoples for sure.
Yeah.
Is Sheen still fighting?
The last I heard of him, he had got into some trouble with the law.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I wish
Yeah.
them nothing but the best.
Yeah, I know
That's
C4. He still fight. He just had a fight not that
Yeah, he
long
had a
ago.
nice knockout.
He had a fight not that long ago.
Yeah, I think he fought like maybe like a week or two ago. It was a nice joint too. He was flat out when he knocked him out.
No, definitely. Might say, since you're 18 now, do you have like an age where you want to be world champion? Like I see myself fighting for a world title at this age.
I be thinking about it. I be thinking about it because I be thinking about my future all the time, bro. I wanna be successful. That's my main thing.
Right.
And I be thinking like, how fast could it happen? What's the pace that it's like? So I just be, whenever it happens, it happens. But hopefully I'm 18 now. Let's say by 23, 22, I'll be looking to get like a title shot or something like that. That's 5 years from now. 23 is 6 years from now. So I feel like that's a good amount of time. Oh, wait, no, 23 is 5 years from now. I'm sorry. So 23, 24, I would say.
All right.
No, that's definitely a good amount of time.
Right.
But you got any more, bro? I got these fight questions I want to ask them. The predictions.
No, go ahead. You go to fight picks. Go ahead. We go to fight picks.
I was.
Well, we know about the Spence fight pick.
I already about to say you already said Earl.
Yeah, I'm
but
taking
now
Earl.
You got to tell us why though. What's your reasoning behind picking Earl?
We need a style breakdown.
The thing is with the Earl and Crawford fight, I feel like Earl fought tougher opponents. Like he been in there. He fought Danny Garcia. Shout out to Danny. Sean Porter. Who else did he fight? Kell Brook.
He didn't fight Keith. Kell Brook.
Did he fight Keith Thurman?
He didn't fight Keith Thurman.
No, not Keith.
No.
But
Keith Errol Spence, he be petty to Keith. He ain't never fight Keith. Right. Keith ain't give him a shot. He hold that grudge over him to this day. Like, y'all ain't never give me a shot because you didn't give me no shot.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like Earl done fought tougher opponents, and Crawford, and it's not Crawford's fault because he couldn't get the fights with the top guys because he was with top rank. But I don't know. I just got Earl. Earl be breaking everybody down, bro. He's strong.
No, definitely.
He is, man.
As of right now, that's where I'm leaning, but I don't know yet.
But Crawford,
I feel like Earl's a safe pick.
Say it again.
I said I feel like Earl's a safe pick right now, but I gotta watch him and like probably like 2 weeks before the fight, I'm gonna really watch him. Like I've seen most of all their fights, but I'm gonna re-watch him and like really watch him closely than I ever did before to really make a pick.
Right.
And I changed my mind every day. I changed my mind. One day I got Earl. Then next day I be like, no, Bud gonna outbox him and shit like that. Then next day I got Earl gonna walk him down. I don't know. I changed my mind every day. So that's definitely a hard one for me.
I think it's gonna
another
be a
question
great
real quick. When you be seeing these big fights go down, do you be in your head like I can't wait till I find out who my Errol Spence is or my Terrence Crawford?
I don't even be waiting for like the Earl Spence or Crawford that I'm gonna be fighting. I just be waiting for my moment, bro.
Right.
I'm not even gonna lie. Every time I watch a top fight, like it just be super motivation. Like when Tank fight, I bring out all the celebrities. They all flock to him. They all want to be around him. Devin, same thing. You getting all the money in the world to do what you love. People backing you. I just be waiting. Like I can't. I gotta stay focused. Keep doing what I'm doing so I can get there one day. That's my dream.
Right. You plan on staying independent or if anybody reach out, if it sound right, you'll sit down.
Me and my pop never talked about it directly with me specifically, but maybe like co-promotion. I think the plan is to stay independent. But even if we did like a partial deal and it was 50-50 or 60-40, something like that, maybe like that. But I think we want to stay independent.
Okay.
We taking a hard route.
How about say that? It's been working out though for a lot of people, especially with a skill set like yours. Like you said, your pops even mentioned it, going back to Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Now every deal he signed is DHP and top rank. You know, so it's like it's working out. So
because I'm assuming I asked you that because I'm assuming once you start building your name, once you get 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, then promotional companies probably gonna start reaching out. Try to get you to fight on their platform.
For sure, and I like I said, if it's not a co-promotional deal, it'll probably. I don't know if we would sign it honestly, because like you said, the independent route been working. It's super hard. because you gotta put your all into it, and you betting everything on yourself. Like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the zone. I feel like the zone the best at hearing other people. Because I remember when Devin Haney signed with him. That was the reason Devin Haney signed with him, because he was the only promoter willing to do a joint promotional deal with him.
Right.
And no other promotional company would have.
Right.
And they be letting people fight on their platform who not signed to them and stuff. Not that many platforms do that.
No, for sure. No.
Speaking of Devin Haney,
with that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, speaking of Devin Haney, did you think he lost that fight?
I didn't. Yo, it's crazy. I didn't see that fight. I was out, but this is from what I was hearing from like legitimate sources, not like the average fan. I was hearing like it was close, and people was giving the benefit to Lomachenko, but at the end of the day, you got to remember Dev the champion. So you're gonna have to, even if it's close, and it's honestly how it's supposed to be, you're gonna have to do a little bit more to take the belts from the champ versus if it's a vacant belt or he got the belts. So that's what I was hearing. I was hearing 7-5 was accurate. 6, a draw would have been cool. Was the a lot of people was telling me a draw would have been the perfect outcome, but they was saying it wasn't wrong. The 8-4 was out of pocket. I heard the 8-4 was crazy. I heard 7-5 was right. So
no, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like for the most part, outside of round 10 and 11, all the rounds went about the same. But I feel like if 10 and 11 went like the other rounds, people wouldn't be saying robbery. But the 10 and 11 round was so explosive for Loma. It's like people forget the other 10 rounds.
Right, exactly. That's the.
And he fought in spurts in some moments. That's another reason I feel like he fought in spurts. Like this what happened. It's like Devin would beat him for 45 seconds of a round, right? And Loma would have his 20 seconds would look better than what Devin Haney just did in his 45 seconds.
Right. Gotcha.
So although Devin Haney technically won double the amount of time he won, it's like I said, Loma was more eye-catching. So sometimes it's like you still was giving it, feel like Loma should have got it. Even though Haney won 45 seconds and Loma only won 20 seconds, some people like his shots was just more eye-catching.
He was still in the rounds towards the end, Lomachenko?
Yeah, he was
10 and 11, he won clearly. 10 and 11, he won clearly.
Right.
Then it was just, I think, well, Judge kind of played him too. They gave Devin 10 when he wasn't supposed to get 10. So that was kind of a controversy in it too.
Right.
But it's just, I don't know. It was a good fight overall.
I said, I ran the fight back, and for the most part, the way I see how Devin won, they must have ain't like that he was fighting the spurts, and they counted Devin body attack real crazy.
Right. That's what I heard. I heard a lot of his shots was body shots.
Body shots,
no,
yeah.
Definitely. Because he was trying to stop the late surge.
What was you saying?
I was gonna say, who you got in a Tank Shakur?
Oh, that's like Floyd and Pacquiao Part 2. I don't know. That's a great fight. You really, that's like
we know who Floyd is.
Say it again.
I said we know who Floyd is. It gotta be Shakur.
Right. Sure. Yeah, but I don't know, cause Tank got that power, but Shakur gonna keep his distance and box. So it's just like, I don't know. That fight will be so crazy. When that fight do happen, it's gonna be crazy. The pay-per-view sales and the numbers on that is gonna be out of this world.
No, definitely.
Yeah, no, and that's good. That's good for both fighters and the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing coming alive again because it was dead for a minute. A lot of people getting big paychecks. The big fights finally happening. So,
no, especially this year. This year we getting everything almost.
We had Tank and Ryan, Earl and Crawford about to get it in. Loma, Devin. Like,
you making a trip to Vegas
for the Earl fight? My brother was talking about it. We might go out there.
I might say if y'all go out there, we gotta get an in-person
interview. Let us
interview.
know, man. We gonna be out there, man. We popping out there, dog. So let us know.
We're gonna be out there. So y'all out there, so we can pull up on. We'll pull up to wherever y'all at, wherever y'all need us to.
All right, got you. That sounds good. We could do that for sure.
Yeah, we probably go out there. Yeah, definitely let it. We going out there. It's gonna be fun. We gotta definitely pop out there, dog.
For sure.
And then, it's fight week for Taylor, Josh Taylor, and Teofimo. How you like that one?
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's a lot of people sleeping on that fight. That's gonna be a real good fight.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a good one, dog.
Yeah, I feel like the promotion ain't been too good for it though, because I forgot about it myself. But
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I feel like Top Rank shitting on both of them. I
yeah,
feel like they don't. I feel like they don't. I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like they made the fight to get rid of the loser. In my opinion, like,
no, that
even though
makes sense.
Teal said I'm out regardless, but before he said that, I feel like Top Rank was just like they both been bullshitting in terms of their last performances. And you know how boxing fans is. You know you only as good as your last fight.
Yeah,
How we treat you
one
around
bad
here.
one, turn on you.
We're right how we treat you around here. So I just feel like that's why Teal said he felt the way, because he said they've been promoting everybody else, but it's like he was almost in position to be the cash cow, but you lost. So now they went to the next guy.
Yeah, it's a lot of fake love, and for sure he was one of them people. Like you said, when he took the belts from Loma, everybody was on him and lost it.
Definitely.
Games.
Who you got as the winner in that fight though?
With Josh Taylor and Teofimo?
Yeah.
I seen Josh Taylor fight before, but I never study him or like to know enough where it's like I seen Teofimo fight though. I like Teofimo. And I know Josh Taylor could really, really fight too, so I know it's about to be a good fight.
Yeah,
no, I can't wait for that.
I'll probably go T.O.
Think so?
Yeah, only cause I feel like Josh had his best success where he like to fight on the inside. Like, Josh don't go out there and try to keep you at the end of his jab and I'm outbox you and use my feet. He try to get on the inside and make you bang it out with him because he got that dog in him. And most likely you ain't got the dog he got, so he'll break you down. But Teal only had problems with people that he had to find, the people that try to keep him on the end of his jab and not try to let you hit me with these big shots and combinations. So I feel like Josh he's not gonna run away from Teal, so he's gonna be there. And I just feel like now it comes down to who punches is sharper and more explosive, and I'm gonna just get an edge to Teal.
Right. Okay. That's what's up. That's a good breakdown. I might place a bet on that now. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, I like
another
big
fight.
fights though.
Who was it? Dang.
Who?
We could go Keyshawn Davis and Frank Martin.
That's a tough fight.
I want to pick now, like if it was to happen in 2023, and then to pick, because some people go Frank Martin. Some people feel like they ain't got no choice to go Frank Martin just because of experience and they seen him more, and you don't want to. But some people would be like, if you give Keyshawn a couple more fights, even though I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably pick Keyshawn today to beat him, but it's a 50-50 fight though. Right. I'm just going off odd tests.
Keyshawn got a lot of skill, and Frank Martin got more experience, but Keyshawn got the amateur experience where it's kind of like the pros. You overseas, no headgear, 10-ounce gloves. So I don't know. That's another one of them tough fights where it's them 50-50 hard to pick them.
Yeah, that's a tough one for me too.
Yeah. I would like to see that though.
Yeah. I got one more.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I know. I was gonna say I got one more. My man David Benavidez said he sent Canelo a $50 million contract. Man, who you got?
Shit, I'll fight David for 50 M's.
Nah, I think that's nah, real rap. That's tough. Canelo, I didn't see Canelo last fight. I heard people was talking about it. My brother said they just was.
He didn't look like the old Canelo. I mean, he got the win. He got a couple knockdowns, but
yeah.
John Ryder was landing some good shots.
I don't want to, because I be the guy like, yo, boxing fans always say this after a loss, and then sometimes you catch yourself doing the same shit. So I don't want to like downplay it just because he ain't look as good as we've seen it before. Because maybe it was the style. Like maybe John Ryder just better than what we expect, or maybe Canelo is losing it.
That's what my brother was telling me. He was saying the first thing, the opponent was tougher than people was expecting. Mm-hmm. And it just maybe he underestimated him and stuff like that. Because my brother did that before. It was like, come on, bro, they shouldn't have been touching you like that. And then people would be saying the same thing about him. So that's how I was looking at it. Like, I don't know. But Benavidez, he the truth. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. He the truth. And he's so big. He big.
Yeah, he big as hell. And his volume, like his punch volume, is crazy.
Yeah, he be running the ball.
I ain't gonna lie. I think David will get everybody at 75 too.
Who's at 75?
Bivol and
Well,
Better Bees.
Better Bees. He just he more scarier than Bivol to me.
Yeah.
Because in terms of, well, for one, you got 100% knockout ratio. If you got that, you punch like
that the one who's
and
on.
it's not even at the beginning of his career. You said that was on Tank Card.
Undercard, yeah. He like Spanish.
No. You talking about David Morrell? No, not David. The Russian dude. The Russian dude who fought
he just beat
Marcus
up
Brown. Remember he fought Marcus Brown before?
It was on somebody else's card, right?
Yeah, he fought him a minute ago. This is probably like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
and Marcus Brown was actually doing alright in that fight before he got stopped.
Right. Yeah, I think I know you talking about.
But yeah, that's who everybody want Bivol to fight and everything. But
right, him and Canelo running it back.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie though. I don't know. I'm gonna give it to Canelo, only because Canelo didn't use he built the bad habits, but it was hard for him to not build it because he was winning like that. Like sometimes you could be so talented that you at 80%, you still better than 95% at people at their best.
Right.
So it's like when you winning, that other 20%, like you almost forgetting about it because you still beating 95% of the people while they at their best and you only showing 80%. So I feel like he just got caught in that putting that high guard up and just walking you down, and eventually you'll break down. And Bivol, he didn't. That's what he was betting on. I'm gonna walk you down, throw hard punches. Eventually, by around 7, 8, 9, you're gonna start breaking down, but it never happened. Like Canelo was the favorite all the way to round 10. This one I found out that you could bet on fights so late. I'd have betted money that night. I thought Canelo was going to win all the way up to like round 11. Like it's like you still couldn't. Like we was watching him lose, but you still couldn't believe it.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's how when I seen he lost, I didn't watch that fight neither, but I had seen it like the blogs posting it and stuff. I was like, damn, I can't believe.
You got Cool Boy Steph versus Inoue.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Scooter. That's
I'm from Philly, so I'm going with
for sure. Yeah, and I grew up being around Scooter and stuff. I like Scooter. A lot of love for him. So I actually might go out there for that fight.
That's a trip. That's a trip. You go to Japan.
Out to Japan?
Yeah, we might go out there. Sure. It's in Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what city over there.
You gotta wake up like 5 a.m. to watch that bit.
Oh, for real?
It's in nighttime. Yeah, it's in nighttime. So it's nighttime for them, and it's for us is 5 in the morning. I'm gonna be up though.
Right.
I'm definitely gonna be up.
That's a good one. That's another. That's what I'm saying. Like,
all that.
But the fighters finally making the companies is finally making the top fights happen. Because I don't think it was the fighters that was scared. I think it just the politics and all that with it. But all the tough fights is happening now. So that's another great fight though this summer. That's gonna be a great fight. I'm rocking with Scooter.
I ain't gonna lie. I think that's the second. Best fight on paper outside of Spence and Crawford.
Yeah.
Like the most 50-50 fight on paper because it's like you don't know who to go with. Mm-hmm. Clearly, we going with Scooter, but he gotta be on his P's and Q's.
Right. Scooter's so smart. I think he'll figure out a plan and just, even if it got to be ugly or if it's boxing and then some on the inside, and I think he'll figure something out a way to beat him. The only thing
I ain't gonna lie though. I don't. Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say the only thing is it's in Japan, so I hope they don't try to get him. But other than that, I'm rocking with Scooter.
Scooter said they picked that his team picked the judges and all that though, so they should be straight on that end.
All right, that's what's up then.
But yeah, I'm hoping. Like I said, I think he's gonna beat him up. I think Chinese boy Bossy son he never seen before.
Right. No, I agree with you.
Because I ain't gonna lie, like you could find a flat footed fighter who hit like a truck in any gym. Like you can't find a Scooter in any gym.
Right. Yeah, nah, for sure. That's gonna be another.
Even that's what Tony Harrison said about Tim Tszyu, and he still whooped his ass. So.
Right. Yeah, and the closest fight I seen with Inoue was Coach Nonito. He was giving it to him. That was probably.
I was telling my co-host.
That's his hardest fight.
I said I picking the Nino if you bring your 5 years back and then put him in that position.
Right.
But a lot of people say that about Inoue too. Like if you look at his resume, all he has is Nonito in there. So it's like
with the smaller weights though, was it top guys out there like that at
that's
that time?
No, I
true
ain't gonna
too.
lie.
Yeah, that's it
Another thing
too.
people don't talk about is anyway skip the division with the top guys. Remember
Oh,
a couple years ago it was Chocolate Tito
right.
and
115.
them guys. Yeah, them guys. He skipped that. He went to did 108, 112, skipped 115 and went straight to 18.
Mm,
And now he about to try to become champion in the fourth division.
right.
But a lot of people don't talk about that. Like Bam Rodriguez, he went back down to that division because
He
that's
at
where the smoke
112 or
at.
115?
Cool.
Bam at
Yeah,
115. He
Yeah,
at
Bam
15.
Okay.
at 15.
Okay.
But mind you, when he got the title shot, offer like on 2 weeks' notice, and he went up a division.
Yeah.
He was at 108. He went up to 12, and
Yep.
then once he dominated, boy, probably fought like twice. Then he went to 15 because that's where the money fights at. And
Right.
that's the division anyway skill. Even though looking at it now, like the styles, I would pick Inoue to beat the shit out of Chocolate Tito, but still, I still would have liked to see him fight.
Right. Nah, for sure. Yeah.
Man, you got any more questions though, bro? Any more fights we missing? Are we missing anything?
I don't think so. Nope.
Hold on, one more. We could go Devin Haney and Tank if it was to be made.
That's a tough one. I think I would go with Tank though. Right now, at each other, if they was to fight today, I would say Tank because I don't know. Tank just so strong, bro. It's crazy. Like
No, definitely.
unless you like Shakur where you really don't get hit, then it's tough because it's like even if you win in a fight, you could just get hit with one and it's over.
Yeah.
So,
No, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes Tank giving me Deontay Wilder vibes. Like
for real?
Shakur get landed at it. Yeah, like and not the skill, but in terms of if you beat him, you probably gonna get up off the canvas and go beat him.
Right.
Like to this day, Tyson never beat Deontay and didn't touch the canvas. He touched the canvas every win. He's had to touch the canvas and get up every fight.
Facts.
So I feel like Tank giving me that vibe where it's like if you're gonna beat me, you probably gonna touch that canvas and get up and beat me.
Right. Like
Because you gotta
Ryan,
remember,
he got up.
Shakur landed at people land at an
He went back
18%
down.
percentage at Shakur. So that's one.
Right.
That means only 1 out of every 5 punches land on Shakur.
Mm.
But that's good enough.
Right. No, for
That's
sure.
good enough. That's one punch. You Tank is good enough. It's like if you're gonna give him the 1 out of every 5, it's like you might have to stretch it from 1 out of every 7 when you fight him.
Right. Yeah. Autumn. I can't
Like
wait
you're gonna
to fight
get hit, bro. Like it's a boxing fight. Your chin going to get touched like out of a 12-round fight, and then Tank he not like a lot of people don't give him a lot of credit in the skill department.
I was about to say
Like he's
I
not a
agree with you on
brawler.
that. I
Like
agree
he
with
sets
you.
it up just like Shakur and Devin do.
Right.
Everybody be talking about Shakur and Devin and think like he a brawler and they boxers. Like no, he a boxer too. He just hit hard, so y'all be
He
forgetting.
just strong.
Yeah. Catch you be knocked out. You just can't help but to think he a knockout. Just a knockout artist when he got most of his wins is knockouts. You know what I mean?
And Tank don't even look like he fight to knock you out. Like it look like he really just be boxing you and you just drop. Like when he hit Ryan how he fought Ryan, it don't look like he was trying to knock Ryan out at all. It looked like he was just boxing you.
That's that natural strength. Like he just got it. I ain't gonna lie. Like when he knocked Rolly out, he said I ain't even hit him hard. I'm like, man, that's crazy.
No, he did it too.
Cause he was on a rope. He was on a. He couldn't get no swing.
But one, he didn't even get his full extension, and he was already thinking about defense, so he didn't even want to get his full extension. He just wanted to land and get up out the way.
Yeah.
Rolly was fighting good in that fight too.
He was. Rolly gained some more respect from me during that fight.
Yeah. The moment wasn't too bright. You could tell the moment ain't phase him at all. He went right out there and started implementing the game plan.
Right.
No, he loved the crowd. He definitely an entertainer. He loved it, like, you know what I mean? Like, the crowd.
Cause I'm gonna be honest, I always felt in some big fights that you don't even get to see the opportunity of the best version of like an opponent to go out there and get beat so easy, and it won't even be because of it was that much different in talent. It's just the opponent didn't even get over the atmosphere yet. Like, so the fight started and he's still in atmosphere, right? He never fought in front of 20,000 people screaming and all that. So he didn't even get past that part yet. So it's like, now you just getting your ass whooped. You could tell Rolly got past that part. So it was easier for him to settle in.
Yeah,
That's a big part. Like you got to get past that part. That's what people don't talk about when you in these. That's what Floyd used to do to a lot of people. That's why he used to always make his shows big because he wanted to make you feel like you in some shit you ain't never been in before. Not even a fighting style, just the atmosphere. Like this shit a show.
All them people,
it's not even a fight.
All the people there for you.
It's like damn, I'm fighting in front of. I'm fighting him, so I know 10 million people at home watching. It's like you gotta get past that part.
A lot of people like, and unless you've been in the ring before, like they overlook that part. Like you fighting in front of millions of people from the streams, plus maybe 30,000, 40,000 people that's in front of you. Like, and some people, I ain't gonna lie, some people, and it's realistic, some people don't perform how they supposed to because of that. And it makes sense.
Definitely.
Like, if you never experienced it that first time, it could catch you off guard. So,
no, definitely. Yeah. But you got any more questions, bro?
Nope, I'm all good. I appreciate you for coming on, dog. Like I said, we've been hip to you for a long time, so it's cool to chop it up with you. You know what I mean?
Appreciate
Let
it,
the
bro.
people know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Instagram at Devin BabyBoy Price. I think I created a Twitter. I think it's Devin BabyBoy Price.
Yeah.
But I'm really only on Instagram for right now.
All right.
Better. But no, like I said, we appreciate you for coming on, bro. Sure, definitely an honor to have you on. We looking forward to seeing you do some big things in the future.
Definitely.
Thanks, bro.